It's David.
The night before the bin men come, I go to bed wearing earmuffs. That way, I'm spared their irritating early morning clank of trash.
What day do the bin men come?
Thursday morning.
I think it's instantly believable because we know him to be grumpy and, you know, intolerant and easily disturbed.
Oh, hang on, can I have a go with the list?
Why earmuffs and not just little in-ear thingies, you know?
I don't like things
in your ears.
in there. I don't like to be, you know, penetrated.
What do your earmuffs look like, David?
They're grey.
Do they have, like, a nice plastic strap along the top?
No, they're two single, separate muffs.
Oh, I see. You put them on your ears, then put a Hoover on your mouth.
Yeah.
Precisely. And then you have to block all the holes quickly.
No, they have got a linking plasticity.
Are your muffs fluffy?
Yeah, they have a... I would... You know, there's... Yeah. I mean, yes, they're fluffy.
What do you sleep in apart from the earmuffs?
Nothing at all.
So you're naked?
Pyjamas.
So sometimes your relatively new wife wakes up on a Thursday morning with your matching pyjamas and earmuffs.
No. The earmuffs don't match the pyjamas.
No, I know that, but...
Yeah.
Does she secretly quite like you in the earmuffs? I mean, like, does she say you look very sweet?
It's not become a problem in our relationship.
I would have ended the sentence as, does she secretly quite like you? Because I get phone calls often from her going, I don't know how this can carry on. The earmuffs, the matching pyjamas...
Now, when do the muffs go on? Because we get into bed at night, don't we? But we have several things to accomplish before we go to sleep.
Yeah.
Be it a quick look at an iPad or tablet, be it browsing a book, or be it celebrating a very special aspect of the marriage. That's broadcastable.
What, the actual event?
Proudest boast.
So would you wait for the muffs to go on until all other business has been attended to?
All other business has been attended to, be it a crossword or something even less broadcastable, has all happened before the muffs go on. The only thing I have not done, and I'm very particular about this, before I put the earmuffs on, is go to sleep. I find it very difficult to put them on whilst unconscious.
But what if you've had a particularly exerting crossword, OK? The two of you have been going at this crossword for half an hour, 40 minutes, relentlessly. You finally finish the crossword. Let's say 14 down has been particularly tricky, and you fall back when, oh, my God, that was fantastic. Where are me muffs?
Well, I don't know if it's just a thing in our relationship, but crosswords don't take us that long.
What are you thinking, Lee and Lee's team?
What do we think?
I think that it is not true.
OK.
Don't you have to wake up to pee sometimes? That's when I'd throw them on, you know, all night. I don't know.
I don't always wake up to pee.
I wish I...
So, you're saying it's... What do we think?
Essentially, I think it's a well-told lie.
You think it's a lie? OK, we'll say it's a lie.
You're saying lie. OK, David, truth or lie?
It is a lie.
It's a possession.
All right, OK, there's a box under the desk. Now, if you could, first of all, read the card out that's in the box.
All right.
And then take out the possession and pop it on the desk.
Last year, on a visit to the zoo... I've been to a zoo, you know what I mean? Last year, on a visit to the zoo, I put on a mask so that no one would recognise me. This is that mask.
But no need to be quite so aggressive, I think.
Could you put it on your face, please?
Yeah, no, I'll whack it on, yeah, of course, yeah.
Let me have a look. Now, can I just hear you say, 2 ice creams, please.
Can I get a couple of ice creams?
Excuse me, I hope you don't mind me asking, but aren't you Danny Dyer wearing the So, OK, now...
Can I take it off now?
Yes, of course you can. Of course you can.
So where did you get that mask from?
Huh?
You were, don't buy for time.
I'm not buying for time. I bought it at the zoo, didn't I? Well, where do you think I bought it? Look at it.
So did you plan before you went to the zoo not to be recognised? That was always part of the plan?
No, you never know, really. You go out with your kids and that, you know,
And then when you got to the zoo, you decided to...
Well, it was on me, and...
What was on you?
Like people.
People were on you?
Not on me.
No, but I mean giving you the...
Drive me mad,
Yeah.
right? Nice people, it's all love and all that, but I needed to do something about it because, you know, me little one was getting the hump. You know, I was trying to look at the... You know,
the
giraffes, a drugged-up giraffe. The giraffe didn't look well, to be honest with you.
You've been around the zoo a bit, you're getting a bit of grief, you've had enough, you go to the gift shop. Any reason why you chose a child's one? Because it looks very small on your head, that night.
It was just the first one I picked up. I needed to get one on Lively. I actually bought it, you know, with it on. Do you know what I mean? I whacked it on.
You didn't even want the person selling you it to recognise you. Did you not scream and say, we've got an escapee?
Danny, where is this zoo?
It's round the corner from me. It's in Essex. It's only a little number. You know, there's a couple of rabbits in there. I mean, you know.
Did you go and see the zebras?
It didn't have any. Not a zebra about them.
Well, you say that. Are you sure they weren't wearing a Danny Dyer mask?
No. Well, there was one, wasn't there? Yes, there was one. I was disappointed. I ain't gonna lie. Felt bad for her, you know. I took her out on a day out and I took her to a moody zoo. I mean, it wasn't...
Moody zoo?
A moody zoo. You know, I really promised. I said, listen, babe, me and you were going to go out and have a lovely day. And I took her to see a couple of rabbits and a moody giraffe, you know what I mean? So, in general, you know, it was a bit of a letdown.
Do you mind just one more time placing that?
Yeah, I'd love to put it on. Love to.
It's very small. I reckon that I could recognise you from the voice and what's showing on the face.
Yeah. Was this before you were on EastEnders or afterwards?
This was before.
So you weren't being mobbed loads?
Well, still getting it a bit, you know what I mean? A lot of my fans... Can I take this off again now?
I wish you would, yes. Yes, I'm a little disturbed.
No, you know, a lot of my fans hang out in zoos, so... So, you know...
So what do we think, Maura?
I think he is so cool that he can do other things rather than wear a zebra mask.
To stop the attention?
People, yes.
Like what?
Saying, hey, no. I think he can get...
So hang on. So if so... Is that what you do when people ask for photos? Excuse me, are you Moira Stewart? Oh, no.
So what's it going to be, Lee?
Moira says it's a lie.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's probably
Sure.
a lie.
You say lie? OK.
Yeah, a lie, yeah, a lie.
I'll go with my team and say lie, then.
You're going to say lie? OK. Danny, truth or lie?
It's the truth.
Yes, it's true. Danny did wear a mask so he wouldn't be recognised at the zoo.
When I was a teenager, I used to have to button my legs in order to squeeze into tight leather trousers.
Please, team. Off you go.
What age sort of thing? What age are we talking?
I was 17, and it was when I was experimenting with being a goth, actually.
You don't look like a good goth to me, because you're too close to the sun.
I wasn't.
Isn't there an issue of rancidity in when the temperature of a room changes?
Yeah.
It's a very volatile substance. It moves from a solid to a liquid in the blink of an eye. And
I wish you'd have been my science teacher. School would have been so much more fun.
there's an issue around odour here.
You're forgetting that I was a teenager when I was doing this, and I generally stank. I mean, it wasn't butter, actually. It was a margarine spread of sorts. It wasn't worse. It worked. The reason I had to do it is because I'm ludicrously tall, and the only tight trousers around stopped sort of, you know, like half a foot below my knee, so it would look like I was wearing some sort of perverse lederhosen. So the only tight trousers that would fit me were sort of women's lycra leggings.
How did you manage to hold the trousers to pull them up, now that your hands were very slippy with the marge?
Well, I would put the marge on, and then, interesting thing, in Shropshire, running water. I would wash my hands.
And who else knew about this?
My sister was the only person who knew, and that's because she walked into my bedroom when I was applying the marge. And I was very keen to explain...
That must have been one of the worst moments of her young life. So what do you think?
What do we think, John?
It's not playing out very well in the playground of my imagination.
I think that's the most wonderful way anyone has said lie on this show.
Oh, I really want it to be true.
It is true.
Because to see you in a woman's legging would be magical.
Well, you just call me.
Well, I've got my doubts here. It's because we've gone from leather to lycra and butter to margarine.
No, they were leather...
yes.
No. They were leather effect. You didn't ask me. They were a sort of leather effect trouser.
I can't believe it's not leather.
Yeah.
OK, what are you going to say?
You're saying it's a lie. Alex is saying
Oh, I'm
it's...
sorry, John. I'd love to agree, but I think he's a bit weird. I mean, yeah, people do alternative things with groceries at that age, I think. Oh, my God, not that sort of thing.
I'll go with John and say it's a lie.
Say it's a lie.
Yeah.
OK. Greg, truth or lie?
It's a lie.
Gareth Malone, what is this, Gareth, to you?
This is my old neighbour, Gareth, and when I was learning a song, he would distract me by singing the same song in his own flat, but in a different language.
Right. Richard Osman, how do you know Gareth?
This is Gareth. When he came to watch a recording of Pointless, I have to ask for him to be moved away from the front row because his behaviour was putting me off my statistics.
And Greg, how do you know Gareth?
This is Gareth. He was the rickshaw driver I once paid to pedal me home. By the time we arrived, he was so exhausted, I let him stay on my sofa.
So there we have it. Gareth's synchronised singer, Richard's pointless punter, or Greg's shattered chauffeur. David's team, who do you want to start with?
Gareth, what language does he sing the song in, or does it vary?
He was singing in English.
So what were you singing?
German.
Ah.
What song?
I think it was Bach's St. Matthew Passion.
That's what I thought it would be.
Yeah. So how often did this happen?
Enough for me to remember to mention it now.
Because if a neighbour was singing a song next door to me, the first thing I'd do would be to translate it back to English.
Yeah.
Sing it as an off-putting kind of...
Yeah.
Especially through a wall. That really cuts deep.
How does it go, Gareth?
I can't remember it in English. You don't really want to hear it, do you?
I'd like to hear it as if you're frightened.
Da Jesus diese Rede vollendet hatte, sprach zu seinen Jüngern.
And he was singing exactly the same song, the other side of a wall.
Yeah. I mean, actually,
in English.
I think upper semitone.
So he's your neighbour. He's also called Gareth.
Yeah.
He's singing the same song in a different language and a semitone different.
Almost unbelievable, isn't it?
Now, Richard, what was the behaviour in the front row that Gareth did that was pulling you off your stat?
I sit very close to the audience on Pointless, where my little desk is, and there's an audience very close to me. Xander is further away for contractual reasons. But lots of people come and see Pointless regularly, and they know if they turn up early, they can sit in the front row, and Gareth is one of those people. And there's a trick that people in the audience here, I'm sure if you've been to lots of shows, know that there's a way of getting yourself on a TV show which is laugh in an unusual way.
Sorry. Carry on.
So you say, no, Amanda will almost certainly be on the show.
Yeah.
That's how... So Gareth had a way of laughing. He didn't do it in the first... Because he'd come for 2 shows. He didn't do it in the first show. And in the second show, he'd clearly developed a laugh that sounded sort of like a donkey braying sort of a laugh every time something funny was said. So he did like 4 times in a show.
Can we hear your version of the laugh?
It'd be like a kind... It'd be like... God, it'd be like a kind of... that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And I could hear it all the way through, and so in the first recording break, I said to the floor manager, could you get him moved to the back?
Yeah, can I ask a question at this point? How did Gareth react? Because if we were to pick somebody here and say, sorry, could you go and sit over there, they might be upset. I mean, how did he take it?
No, floor managers are very good. They always just say, for camera reasons, we need 3 more people at the back or something like that. You see, they
so
do
he
all
wasn't
the time.
Told what the reason was?
No, of course not.
How do you think he feels now?
Well, yeah.
He literally came up to me about 3 days later and said, I know why they moved me. They moved me because I was doing that laugh. And I said, yeah.
In what context did he come up to you 3 days later, and were you alarmed? During a recording, he sauntered up to you while you were halfway through reading out some information and went, by the way, Richard, I know why I got moved the other day, and I know why security are coming for me now.
No, of course not. We have all little recording breaks and stuff like that.
Right. OK, so during a recording break, he went, I know why I'm laughing normally now.
All right, David, what about Greg?
So, Greg, tell us your story. Not your whole life, you know,
just a rickshaw bit.
Yeah. I had a very big celebration in the centre of town.
Ooh, where?
What reason?
I was celebrating leaving teaching.
OK.
So I had a very big celebration just after my last night at school.
OK.
Which it was ludicrously big.
OK. You emerged from the bar in question,
Yeah.
a little worse for wear.
I was offensively drunk.
A rickshaw?
Yeah.
Why?
If I'm honest, I was showing off. It'd been a day of showing off.
How far did you have to take Gareth?
He had to take me from Central London to Hounslow, which is...
Hounslow?
Yeah. It's something like... It's just shy of 10 miles.
How much was it?
It was £163.
How long did it take, roughly?
I mean, I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know.
I thought you were waiting for the length of time.
So you arrive.
Yeah.
You give him his money. When does the whole idea of offering him a bed for the night?
We didn't even discuss the money because I got off the bike, and by which point I was incredibly sober, and I looked at his face, and it was it was grey. I mean, I genuinely feared for his life. So I said, "Oh my God, you must come in for a bit," and I made him a cup of tea. We're better than that, guys. We're better than that.
Where did he put his rickshaw?
Is that
Very personal. How did it progress from the cup of tea to the sleeper?
Because honestly, I was sober by the time I got home.
He didn't say cup, he said, would you like to come in for a bit?
Exhausted from the bit.
Biscuits!
Fell asleep on the sofa.
Yeah.
Now, let's be clear. You've invited him up for a bit. You go in. What happens?
After the cup of tea, I decided that he was clearly still very close to death. So I said, would you like to crash on the sofa? And I'll give you an extra little detail. As he went past my front garden, he said, what is that? Because I had set fire to my teaching outfit before I'd gone out. When my friends first came round, and there was half of a trouser leg left. And Gareth saw it and went, is that half a trouser leg? Has someone spontaneously combusted?
So, we need an answer. So, David's team is Gareth Malone's synchronised singer? Is he Richard's pointless punter? Or is he Greg's shattered chauffeur?
I've got a horrible feeling he's the pointless punter after all of that.
You think pointless punter?
Yeah.
See, I'm thinking rickshaw driver.
Yeah, the detail that Greg was giving was...
The detail of the burnt trouser leg is
That was like he'd forgotten himself and he was getting into his story. Oh, this happened. I'm really excited.
But you're discounting Gareth altogether.
Oh, completely, yeah.
OK, so you're going for the two tall guys there, the two lanky dudes.
Hey! You know what? We're just two guys.
We're just two people, all right?
The two lampposts there.
We're just...
So, David, what are you going to say?
I'm going to because I genuinely.
You're abstaining.
So I'm going to go with the team captain's final decision.
If I had a gun to your head, though, Amanda, and don't rule it out, who would you go for?
Greg.
You go for Greg. All right.
Or Richard.
What do you think?
I think Greg.
You think Greg now?
Oh no.
We'll say Greg.
They're saying that it is Greg. Gareth.
He's a pointless contestant.
Would you please... I've taken your answer. Would you now observe the rules of the game and please treat this with a little more respect? Gareth, would you please reveal your true identity?
My name is Gareth, and I once distracted Gareth.
Yes, Gareth was Gareth's synchronised singer. Gareth, thank you very much indeed.
Thank
you. I am absolutely repulsed by beards. When my friend grew a beard, I changed my phone number so he couldn't contact me.
Right, there we are. Lee.
What's his name?
His name is Ben.
Ben? And what did Ben do?
Well, he used to be a child. Then when he got older, he was a tree surgeon.
Right. So, what is it about beards that you find so repulsive?
Well, it's just... like the idea of touching a beard is horrible, and it can't be hygienic. I mean, there must be dirt in it.
Look to your left. I think you'd have to go a long way to find a better, more respectfully kept beard than David Mitchell's.
But David Mitchell can afford to have a beard cleaning person. The average beard person, they don't even wash it, do they? It's all dirty, bits of egg in there and all sorts.
You would obviously never consider a beard yourself, then, obviously.
Oh, no,
But on a windy day, surely those bits of hair around the side of your head are going to go over your face, because that's quite long hair you've got there.
But they're all lovely and soft.
Wow.
Whereas when a beard is all scratchy and thick hair.
I imagine David's beard isn't scratchy. I imagine David's beard is comforting, soft and welcoming. And I invite you now to enjoy David's beard.
I mean, strictly speaking, it's not your invitation to give.
But you would be doing a great service to Paul.
No,
I would be a troubled young man.
I would be honoured were Paul
please.
to fondle my face.
Paul, knock yourself.
Leave it to me to invite him.
Well,
go ahead if it would give you pleasure.
It does not give me pleasure. That's the whole point. I hate it. But, you know...
Oh, he's doing it. He's doing it. He's doing...
If this is going to make you throw up, we can both do without that footage on YouTube.
Did you tell your friend why you changed your number?
No, well, what happened is... He used to have a smooth face, and then he grew, and it was a massive beard, and it was all really long and really unkempt, you know, like all long, and then I just couldn't deal with it.
And you've never seen or heard from him since?
Well, I can't, because he hasn't got my number. He can't contact me.
When was this, Paul? How long ago?
2010.
That's oh, sorry, I think you say years.
2010, years after the birth of Christ.
I mean, you picked a good example. If you saw an image of Jesus Christ, would you have problems looking at it because of the beard? Or does it have to be a friend that's in your personal space?
I mean, Jesus isn't my friend in that way.
He is, Paul.
Yes.
And he's yours, too. But not yours, Lee. All right, so what's it going to be, Lee? Is it true or is it a lie?
What do we think?
True. Absolutely, every word of it.
It's a lie.
got to be a lie.
You've done the opposite again. OK, so you're saying it's a lie, you're saying it's true. I'm going to go for true.
You're going to say it's true? Yeah. OK, Paul Foot, was that true or was it a lie?
It is true.
Very good. Yes, it's true. Paul is repulsed by beards and did change his phone number rather than tell a friend he didn't like his beard. So, Fiona, what is Laura to you?
This is Laura. She fell asleep when she came on the Antiques Roadshow while an expert was valuing her egg cups.
Micky, how do you know Laura?
This is Laura. She owns my local chippy. And she said if I got her close to Steve, she would give me free chips for the rest of the year.
Finally, David, what's your relationship with Laura?
This is Laura. She's the first woman I ever bought flowers for. I gave them to her to say sorry for being sick on her floor.
So there we are. Fiona's conked-out collector, Micky's chip shop chum, or David's bouquet buddy. Lee's team.
OK, so, Micky, when was this incident?
It's not an incident. It's built up over time, because I've been going in there and Laura says to me, oh, I've seen you on the TV, and we got chatting, and she's always going on about Steve. Oh, do you ever work with Steve? And I'm like,
and
yeah,
this is just coincidence.
He's young and good-looking. I'm like, yeah, thanks.
What's the name of the chip shop, Micky?
The Zappian.
The what?
The Zappian.
The Zappian. What does that mean?
Zappian.
I don't know. Not everything makes sense in the world.
All I know is I used to live very near you, as you know, and I don't remember...
Hence the court case.
Yeah. I don't remember the Zappian chip shop.
I sort of stumbled on it, if anything. It was sort of en route, because I would normally go to the Codfather, as you know, in East Dulwich.
I prefer the new one, the Codfather 2. Set the scene and talk us through the moment when you knew you were going to be on with Steve and you had this thing to tell. How did it go?
I come in with my little boy, Friday night tradition, we go and get fish and chips, right? Okay.
I know you see your boy on a Friday night.
Yeah, but he finishes band. He finishes I get the tag removed for the evening, and well, we go and pick it up. I walk in and I say to her, I'm only on with that Steve Jones that you always go on about, like, you know, roughly that. We have a chat. This is what.
And she says.
And she said, "Could you get me on the show? I'd love to meet him. Could you?" And I said, "Yeah, I think I can."
Yeah.
I didn't run round there and knock her up in the morning.
Well, Micky, no one doubts what you'll do for a free bag of chips.
Laura, can you look at me, Laura?
Laura's not allowed to speak, Steve.
No, she's not speaking. She's just looking at me.
She's not allowed.
I don't want her to speak. I just want her to
drowning, Steve.
No. She's not allowed to look at me.
No.
She can look at you.
Oh, that's all I want. I'm not going to speak to her.
That's how it always starts, isn't it? Now, is this close enough,
He
do you
wants to see
think?
if she looks adoringly, doesn't he? That's the thing.
She couldn't look any less interested.
This lady does not care for me. Not at all. Not in the slightest. Nothing.
And yet, you watch what happens now. OK. Fiona, were you the person interviewing her when she fell asleep?
No. It was one of our experts, Will Farmer, who's a ceramic specialist, and so he was the one who was talking to her.
So you didn't witness this event, this is something you found out later?
No, I did witness it, because I saw it on the monitor. I waited to see what would happen, because I thought it was pretty funny.
Thought it was funny. I think this woman just died. She's going to be an antique soon.
You'd be surprised how often people do fall asleep on the roadshow, because it's a very long day.
I wouldn't.
Oh. Yeah.
How many egg cups was it?
Well, I don't know how many were in the entire collection, but on the table were about a dozen.
Sorry.
Are you sure?
Sorry.
You ask.
No, please.
Did you...
I promise you, right, I won't do it again. Claudia, have you got a question?
Did you? Did Laura immediately say, yes, I've fallen asleep? Like, was she open about falling asleep, or did she wake up and do that thing where, I think I've got away with this?
She kind of went like that.
How much?
Tell me the period of time from when you noticed her falling asleep to when she woke up.
It was only about 30 seconds, probably. It's not,
30
not that-
That's a long time on television to have someone falling asleep.
Yeah,
This didn't end up in the finished show,
It
surely.
didn't. No. And
Because
Laura
I'm
was
sorry,
embarrassed.
because the egg cups weren't quite interesting enough.
Oh, dear. OK, David, tell us your fact again, if you can remember it.
Well, she's the first woman I ever bought flowers for, and it was to say sorry for being sick on her floor.
Right.
When was this?
I was a student, so it would have been in the mid-90s.
Was it a party?
It was sort of... there were a group of people had gone back to her room after being
David,
at a bar.
just so you know, that's called a party.
Well, no, well... what I'm saying is invitations hadn't been issued.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't have to...
There's a gang of you, you've gone back,
Yeah.
you're drunk. At what point do you throw up? You are not awful.
Claudia, wait a minute. We don't know if he was drunk or not.
Were you drunk?
I was drunk.
OK, he's drunk.
So you get back to the room, you put on some music. What do you do?
Well, there was definitely drinking.
Yes.
I think there might have been crisps.
Right.
I'll tell you what, all the clues are saying party.
Yeah.
It is looking that way, isn't it?
There was a brief round of musical statues, but it didn't really... no, I remember sitting on a sofa and drinking, and then it goes a bit... my memory fades slightly.
Oh.
So I think I might have fallen asleep.
Before that?
Dozed off, passed out.
And then you wake up and you think, I'm not going to make it. Do you ask for a bucket?
No, I didn't think I was going to die. I don't remember much. I remember I wake up, I'm definitely going to be sick in a minute, and I essentially have enough time to lean forward.
Oh.
And then someone produces a bin. Sort
Yes.
of, I would say, 60% of the way through the process.
And what about the flowers? When did they come into it?
The next day. I woke up the next day and felt very hungover and quite guilty.
Did she clean it up? Did she say...
I think
Didn't
she
ask?
cleaned it up, but
OK.
I certainly... what I didn't say is, here's some flowers, and if it's still festering there, I'll go and clean it up now.
All right, we need an answer. So, Lee's team. Is Laura Fiona's conked-out collector, Micky's chip shop chum, or David's bouquet buddy?
Who do you want to rule out?
Micky.
You want to rule Micky out?
The Zappian? What? Who? What?
So you want to rule out Micky for no other reason than the name of the chip shop?
The other thing is, I don't want to get pernickety, but unless Micky has some magical line to the producer who goes, who's on 3 weeks in advance, I found out who I was with, I think, today. Like, I don't think you know that far.
To be honest with you, Claudia, some people get booked well in advance.
Was it just me? I think she went to university with David and he threw up on her carpet.
Mitchell's not vomiting on people's carpets. He's a class act.
The one thing you can say about vomit is that everyone's done it, including the Queen.
That is treason! You conjuring up the image in people's minds of Her Majesty hunched over the toilet bowl, heaving and heaving and heaving. You disgust me. Her crown falling in, taking it out, giving it a rinse.
Right, so Claudia, you're saying David. You're saying... Micky. We'll go with Micky.
OK, you're saying
Go
it's
with
Micky.
Right, Micky.
OK, yeah. Right. Laura, would you please reveal your true identity?
My name is Laura, and David gave me flowers after he was sick on his car.
Yes, Laura is David's bouquet buddy. Thank you, Laura. Thank you very much. It is Lee.
When my kids were younger, I designed a special system for remembering which Tellytubby was which.
David's team.
OK.
Name the Tellytubbies.
Name the Tellytubbers?
Yeah.
All right. You had, Kian? Oh, no, that's Westlife. Hang on. You had, Poe, Lala, Tinky Winky, and Dipsy. And Stuart Sutcliffe, but he left before Ringo.
Right. You know what colours each of them are?
Oh, you bet. You've got Poe, who is red.
Poe is red, OK.
Yes. Dipsy isn't.
Yeah. Dipsy... What?
Neither's Tinky Winky.
Tinky Winky.
And I'll say the same about Lala.
Winky.
So the system for your kids was just to find out which one was red?
No, Poe's the red one. The green one is Dipsy. Lala is yellow.
Yeah.
Yellow.
And who have I missed?
Tinky Winky.
Tinky Winky
Tinky
is like a purple.
But how do you know? What's the system? How do you know that they're those colours? You said you had a system.
I have got a system. Do you want to know the system?
Yes.
Right. Poe,
Yep.
I remember as being like a post box, so that's red. Lala sounds like yellow. Well, it doesn't, but it sounds more like yellow than Poe, Tinky Winky or Dipsy. Tinky Winky, I sort of have a visual picture of him.
A visual picture?
A visual picture, yeah. Yeah, a visual picture of him with his willy out, which I picture of him as his little Tinky Winky.
Purple.
Purple. Urgent and purple.
Dipsy sounds a bit like the deep sea, which is green. It isn't, it's usually blue, but the deep sea is definitely more green than it is purple, red or yellow.
Thank you.
I'm not sure about this Willy thing, because in the end you were teaching your kids, weren't you? So...
No, I didn't say I was teaching my kids.
No, he's teaching
There's
himself
one thing my
to
family
remember.
never do, is we don't teach our kids anything. My father before me, his father before him. We haven't got where we are today by teaching each other things. No, this was to just so help me remember, because I would often say to the kids, pick Poe up, and the kid would go, loser, it's Lala.
The tragedy of this moment is that as a result of this, I will now remember the colours of the Tellytubbies.
Thus proving the system works.
Well, yeah, I mean, you've certainly got a system now.
I've got a system.
I mean, I will remember Poe is red because of a post box.
Yeah.
Dipsy is green because it's like deep sea, which isn't green but might be. Tinky Winky's got an urgent purple member. Lala is yellow because it sounds more like yellow than the others, even though none of them sound like yellow. I will never be able to forget that.
I'm not saying he's a purple member.
David, is he telling the truth?
What do you think?
You know, the thing that gets me is, like, of course the system is completely and utterly daft, but he's pretty daft. And on top of that, he didn't get any of it wrong any time he said it.
He may just know the colour of the Tellytubbies without... Because I think the system, effective though it's proved to be, is just something he's invented. I think we've seen him invent it. Do you think it's true?
No, I don't think it is. I agree with you. I think he knows the colours of the Tellytubbies. He probably has watched it with his kids, but I don't think he actually has a system.
You think it's true?
Oh, no, let's not go down this road again.
Yeah. Well, basically, I'm going with you, whatever.
I'm just not
and do you
good
know
at this
what?
game.
I think if I go with you and it turns out you're wrong this time, the only time I go with you, then I'm just going to find that funny. I'm just going to find it, you know, like the very end, like it's gone beyond tragedy, and you just laugh at death.
So you're going to say lie?
We're saying
regardless of Kian thinking it's... OK, you're saying lie. They're saying it's a lie.
Confidence.
Lee, was it the truth, or was it a lie?
It was, in fact, true.
It's Claudia.
Possession.
OK, now, there's a box on the floor, Claude, next to you. First of all, bring the box up onto the desk and then read the card before you open the box.
OK.
There we go. So, first of all, read the card.
OK, this is Yoshi. I recently took him to the vet because I thought he was depressed.
All right, well, now open the box, please.
I'm not opening it. What is it?
Well, let's find out.
OK.
Ah, yes.
Can you take him out of the box and just pop him on the stunningly realistic grassy surface we've put in for you? There he is. Oh, I love rabbits.
Hang on, we can't see it.
Do you want me to touch it? Are you worried about touching it?
No, it's that. It's mine.
Is it like a sort of a tortoise?
It's a tortoise.
It is a tortoise.
A little tortoise.
Surely you would kiss him, wouldn't you, Claudia? You would give him a little kiss.
I don't kiss anyone.
You would kiss him, though, if he's your little Yoshi.
Yeah.
You'd give him a kiss.
Like that. I mean, I don't want to bother him.
No, a proper one with your lips.
No.
Kiss him. Kiss his little face. That's what mad people do with animals.
No, so it's yeah.
So how did you pick him up and take him to the vet? Because you're obviously very attached to him.
Oh, well, no, yes. Well, I'll tell you. This is what happened. This is ours, and This is all of our... Well, it's not mine, it's my family's. And I took him to the vet because I was worried because he was not really bouncy.
Wasn't tearing around like you'd expect. You're an intelligent woman, Claudia. You know that no tortoises bound around the place licking people's faces like a spaniel.
Yes,
so
I did...
what was the change in the tortoise's behaviour that you thought meant it was depressed?
This is a very good point. It was just a little bit... stationary. When we first got him, he was sort of scampery. Well, not scampery.
Do you want to have a minute to think about this story? Scampery the tortoise.
No, he wasn't scampery, but he was... not like that. Anyway...
So, essentially, you bought a tortoise that was having a fit, and it recovered, and you mistook that very recovery for depression.
And what did the vet say?
The vet said he's fine.
Money well spent.
What a relief. What a relief.
Did you get charged for that?
Yes, and I'll say this out loud.
There's only way to say it. Otherwise you're thinking of the word think.
And she said... and she suggested that maybe we organise, like, tortoise playdates.
Right, now you're pushing it. What do you reckon?
She suggested you organise tortoise playdates.
You had them. You had them.
So what are you going to say, David? Is that the truth? Did that happen?
What do you think, Fiona?
Do you know, I think it might not be true somehow.
Look, if this is true...
If this is true,
Claudia deserves a point.
Yeah, at least.
You're saying lie.
It's safe for lie.
They're saying lie. OK, Claudia, Yoshi the tortoise.
Yoshi the tortoise, and that story was true.
I once licked David Bowie's cake just to be close to him.
David.
Now, I would have thought that was not a good way of being close to him, but that was a way of being forcibly removed from his presence. So how did licking his cake bring you close to him?
Right, so, it was the 1980s. I believe it was the year of the Glass Spider tour.
Yeah.
I was working as a waitress.
In a cocktail
bar.
Not a Bowie song.
I was going to say, I'm sure. I'm no expert, but that's not one of his.
That much is true.
Right.
Thank you.
So, Mel, if you were working as a waitress...
It wasn't a cocktail bar, it was a cappuccino bar, because it was the 80s. So I was working as a waitress in a cappuccino bar.
Hang on, was cappuccino popular in the 80s? Let's get this...
Yeah, they came in the 80s, didn't they?
They arrived in Port Talbot a week last Thursday.
Anyway, I'm not quite good-looking enough / slim enough to be serving at tables.
Oh, right.
So
did they tell you this? Did they say, I'm sorry, love, I'm sorry.
No.
I can't have you serving the customers, I'm sorry.
We're going to have to hide you round the back making the froth.
No, pretty much. I was a washer-upper in the aforementioned cappuccino bar. Now, massive excitement one day. I'm in the back doing the washing up. The word is spreading like wildfire. Bowie's in, Bowie's in, Bowie's in. I saw him in profile, sitting
How did you see him from
at
the
kitchen? Cappuccino bar, because I could look through the door.
You were allowed...
Occasionally.
And all the customers went... she was grabbed back in again, a manic...
Get back in the chocolate sprinkles pit!
So, Bowie had ordered, let's imagine, I think it was something like a sort of... a hot chocolate fudge slice, please, or something like that.
Can we get on to the licking?
Let's get on to the licking.
It's like Friday night in my house.
I thought, I'm not going to get to say hello to him because I'm not allowed to go out front and serve the man. So what can I do just to feel that I have entered him in some way?
Oh, gosh.
I mean, just...
Yes, that some of your DNA
has
been ingested by the great man.
Well, what sort of lick? Bearing in mind that this is very much a family show, do the lick for us.
Plate, slice,
Yeah.
it would have been... I'll just try and get back in the zone. Hang on.
Yeah.
It would have just been a...
So it's just a little. That's not what I imagined, actually. I thought you would go up and down it a couple of times. No, it's just a
little polite
just
lick.
a touch.
It was full of homage and reverence for the great man. And then obviously it went out, and I never saw him again.
It wasn't long after that he was hospitalised. All right, David, what are you thinking? Could this be true?
Well, it could be true, but
you know, she started off as a waitress, then she became, you know,
a washer-upper.
A washer-upper.
Yes.
I think it sounds so absurd, and she's been so random, and I think there's an element of truth to it, personally.
So what are you going to say, David? Is it truth or is it a lie?
Well, one or the other. I think on balance it's a lie.
You're going to say lie. So, Mel, licking David Bowie's cake, is it true or was it a lie?
It is a great fat true.
Yes, it's true. And Mel did lick David Bowie's cake so she could feel closer to him.